The top stories. Denis Lowe says he's not quitting. Long lines at the Revenue Authority as Bajans beat the solid waste tax deadline. And welcoming the new year Barbadian style. Also in this edition, some rare police surveillance video that concerns you. Welcome to Nation News for Wednesday, December the 31st, 2014, our Old Year's Day.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
Environment Minister Denis Lowe is going nowhere. Dr. Lowe dismissed opposition calls for his resignation over erratic garbage collections when he met journalists at an end-of-year news conference.
People are so fed up that they've called for your resignation. Do you think that is out of place?
They've called for what now?
Your resignation as minister.
Who have? The Prime Minister?
The Prime Minister.
Who did?
A number of people that.
Really? And you think that should merit my response?
I do think so.
No, they don't have any power of my appointment, so they can call from now till the cows come home. Should I go around and call for the removal from this country of every single Barbadian who litters? Should I? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Why is that interesting?
Oh, interesting. That's all it is. Well, I think if people just want to react to circumstances not caused by the government, the result of the habits of some Barbadians, then let me make them an offer. Let them agree to leave the country, and I will agree to resign.
Given an idea of the heavy work schedule of the Sanitation Service Authority, Dr. Lowe said that one truck collected more than 50,000 tons of garbage in Boxing Day. He said the SSA would soon announce new collection schedules and was putting a hotline in place for the public to report cases where garbage was not collected. Dr. Lowe also revealed that officials were working on 2 pieces of legislation with teeth.
A gentleman sent me WhatsApp message where he captured in an affluent neighborhood in Barbados a resident putting out a large metal object for the garbage collection people to collect. And one of the problems we're having with our rolling stock is that a lot of inappropriate items are being placed in those bags and ultimately in the truck system, and there's a mechanism called the hopper that it destroys. It literally destroys, and then a truck must sit sometimes for a month before you can source a replacement part for it. And it's not manufacturer driven, because it's happening to several models of vehicles. And all we're asking people to do is to take care of a free service that the government of Barbados provides, and to become part and parcel of the care and the upkeep of our country. And is that a hard asking? I don't think it is.
The last day of the year was also the last day for paying the contentious solid waste tax without incurring a penalty. And true to form, Bajans left it to the last minute, as evidenced by long lines outside the offices of the Barbados Revenue Authority. Some taxpayers apparently thought that the solid waste tax was part of the tax amnesty offered by Finance Minister Chris Sinclair earlier this month, but a government notice on Tuesday made it clear it was not. At the Treasury building in Bridgetown, the line snaked from the traffic lights at the corner of Bridge Street and Marhill Street. In Oystons, the line also spilled outside, across the bridge and into the upper car park at Southern Plaza. The tax amnesty is actually on VAT and land tax and is in place until March 2015. Next, we have some surveillance video from the police who want your assistance in identifying 3 men. We've not been given details, but have a look, and if you can recognize any or all of the men, the police want you to contact the nearest police station or Crime Stoppers. A man who is accused of wounding the mother of his children has been remanded to DOTS. Jeffrey Brathwaite of Mason Hall Street in Bridgetown was denied bail on the charge of serious bodily harm to Sherry Ann Lashley because he was already on bond for allegedly threatening her. Ms. Lashley was attacked with a cutlass on Tuesday at Fairfield Road, Carrington Village, St. Michael. She was taken to the QEH where she underwent surgery and is said to be in a stable condition. 2014 is ending with another shooting incident which has put an unidentified man in hospital. It occurred at Britain's Hill, St. Michael. Eyewitnesses say the man who lives in the area was shot several times at the junction of Britain's New Road and Bonnet's New Road around 11 o'clock. He was taken to the QEH by a private vehicle. Barbadians are clearly determined to usher in the new year in style, whatever the economic state of the country. As the clock ticked down, partygoers flocked to stores and boutiques in search of the trendiest old year's night outfits, parking out as much as $300 in some cases. Many are partying, some are praying and praising, and others just watching from a nice vantage point for the New Year fireworks. And finally, the news that a flight was grounded this week for more than 6 hours after a mouse was spotted scurrying through the cabin. Passengers on the Qatar Airways plane were given a fright when, upon landing, the rodent was discovered running down the aisle. Those waiting to board the service from Madrid in Spain to Doha in Qatar were left kicking their heels while the entire cabin was fumigated. The incident caused chaos at Adolfo Suarez Badajas Airport, where the airline's customer service desk was besieged by passengers who missed connections, all because of the mouse, which after the fumigation process was discovered dead as expected. Qatar Airways has pledged to cover any costs incurred as a result of the delay. And that's Nation News for the last day of the year. For more, log on to nationnews.com as well as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. And get the Daily Nation on New Year's Day, when you can read about the Bajan who has been knighted in the Queen's New Year's Honours List. A Happy New Year from all of us here at Nation News.